Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. President Donald Trump has withdrawn the United States from 66 international organizations, including key bodies fighting climate change. Nearly half are UN-linked. Among them, the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the world's top climate science body, the IPCC. The White House said the groups no longer serve US interests and promote what it called globalist agendas. Reacting to the news, China said Washington's reported withdrawal from dozens of international organizations is nothing new. Beijing said multilateral bodies exist to serve shared global interests, not the priorities of one country. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning warned that weakening the UN system risks power politics and instability, especially for smaller nations. The US Senate is due to consider a resolution that would block President Donald Trump from taking further military action against Venezuela without congressional authorization. And backers said the measure could pass in a close vote. Days after US forces captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in a dramatic military raid in Caracas, senators will vote on the latest in a series of war powers measures introduced since the administration ramped up military pressure on the country, with attacks on boats off its coast in September.
The United States will control the sale of Venezuelan oil indefinitely, managing exports and revenue as part of a new energy strategy following heightened US involvement in Venezuela, officials says. US Energy Secretary Chris Wright said Washington has begun marketing stored Venezuelan crude, about 30 to 50 million barrels, and plans to continue selling future production on global markets under US oversight. Proceeds from these oil sales will be held in US-controlled accounts and used to stabilize Venezuela's economy, rebuild its oil sector, and support both American and Venezuelan interests. Venezuela's Interior Minister Diosdado Cabello says that around 100 people were killed in the US military operation that ousted President Nicolas Maduro on Saturday and led to his capture, marking Caracas's first official casualty count. Cabello said the toll far exceeds earlier figures, with the Venezuelan army previously publishing a list of 23 soldiers killed. He accused US forces of killing much of Maduro's security detail in cold blood. Cuban authorities have also reported dozens of deaths among Cuban military and intelligence personnel in Venezuela.
Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir has reiterated the Pakistan Army's zero-tolerance policy toward any threats to national security, emphasising the institution's unwavering resolve to confront all challenges with professionalism and determination. During his visit to the Lahore Garrison, he stressed that the armed forces remain steadfast in safeguarding the country's sovereignty, territorial integrity and internal stability, while promoting a culture of discipline, excellence and selfless national service. Pakistan Air Force Air Chief Marshal Zaheer Ahmed Babar Sidhu has paid an official visit to Saudi Arabia, where both sides held detailed discussions on defence collaboration and regional security challenges. It was mutually agreed to further strengthen defence cooperation between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. The Pakistan-Saudi Defence Agreement was described as a symbol of mutual trust, shared values, and brotherly relations between the two nations. Both countries agreed to increase joint training initiatives and operational cooperation. The Saudi leadership praised the professionalism and high combat readiness of the Pakistan Air Force.
President Donald Trump has endorsed a bipartisan bill allowing the US to impose sanctions on countries purchasing Russian oil, including China, India, and Brazil. Senator Lindsey Graham, RSC, said Trump greenlit the Sanctioning Russia Act after a very productive meeting with lawmakers. The legislation, co-drafted by Graham and Democrat Richard Blumenthal, would give Trump authority to levy tariffs of up to 500% on imports from nations trading with Russia's energy sector. This bill will allow President Trump to punish countries buying cheap Russian oil fueling Putin's war machine, Graham said, adding it provides tremendous leverage against China, India, and Brazil to curb purchases of Russian crude financing Moscow's military operations.
And Pakistan's premier 2020 cricket competition, the Pakistan Super League, has expanded to 8 teams after a record-breaking franchise auction, adding Hyderabad and Sialkot to the tournament. The Pakistan Cricket Board said the 2 new teams were sold for a combined $12.79 million, the highest valuations in PSL history. PCB officials said the expansion reflects growing commercial confidence and strengthens the league's long-term outlook. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.